Those. All right, there it is, everybody. Look who it is. It's your Guatemalan homie, Guapo Damas in the house at the top of the world. Here we are, man. Look, we're kicking off another, let's just say good fall session of big fights coming up. One has just been announced. This whole fight card actually got announced, part of it this week. But the headline on that is the Inferno taking on Keith Thurman. My man, Mr. LP, is in the house. Tell me how you feel about
What's up,
that,
boxing
man.
fan? What it is, what it do? Yeah, so straight to it. We got the Towering Inferno versus One Time.
Both have earned their nicknames.
One time for the one time.
That's what it is. He's known as One Time because he hits people one time and they go to sleep.
I think Sebastian Fundora is the man at 154, and I don't think Keith Thurman deserves the shot whatsoever. But it is what it is. Here we are. So I just go to tell you off the bat. I'm just going to go ahead and just drop that right now. I don't think Thurman has a chance in hell winning this fight. It's just a name that's going to be added to the resume of the young rising star of the Towering Inferno. And it's going to be easy work too.
Look, for me, I think if Keith Thurman could slide the clocks back a little bit, he's still going to be a tough out. For the record, Keith Thurman has only lost one fight in his career, and that was to Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a pretty good resume when you can actually look at his resume and realize that he's beaten Danny Garcia, he's beaten Sean Porter, he's beaten some good names.
He's been very inactive over the last 5 years, and he's just moved up to this division. This is not his.
Just recently, though, he did look very impressive in Australia handing that kid his shit. Though. You know what I mean? It was nice. But I'd have to say for me, man, Inferno's it's getting better. I don't even think he's hit his prime yet. That's scary. When you start looking at the kid, man, he's so big. I don't see how Thurman's going to get inside. I don't see how Thurman's got any kind of plan that could work when it comes to somebody of this size.
Yeah, I agree with what you just mentioned right now, too. He's a kid. He's so big, he's so strong, and he puts the beat down on the guys that he's fighting. He hasn't even got his man muscle yet.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. Some of the stuff that he's been able to do, and he hasn't really
even hit that yet. He's going to move up in weight, obviously. There's no way he's going to be able to stay at 154, as all the fighters do most of the time, right? But I see him at some point, maybe 6, 7 years down the road, he'll be at 168 dominating because he has the frame to do it, and he's only going to get stronger.
Yeah, man, I see him get And of all people you want to see get better, that's one dude that's so nice, man. Like meeting him and being able to interact with him was so cool. Such a humble dude. You want to see him get better. I mean, I do.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him continuing to do it. You know what I mean?
Our passings, with him and his sister, they're awesome. Considering all the limelight and attention they're getting, both of them, they're very down to earth and humble.
Hey, man, tell me a little bit about the rest of the card. I heard the rest of the card's fire, too.
This card is solid. I mean, I'm going to go with the co-main event, get this started, even though I want to give up to my hometown homeboy. But, Shocky Foster will be defending his title with the man coming up in weight, who's the beast, Stephen Fulton. And I like that fight.
Hey, shout out to Oshaki. He gave us a good spot when he was down here in Phoenix, too, man.
Big shout out.
He kind of conned me because he said he was in town to see about fighting Navarrete next, and he had no intention of fighting Navarrete.
Hold up. All respect, champ, but you was talking that game to you. You were there to scout out. You want to take the winner. But after that absolute beatdown and Emmanuel Navarrete served up Valdez, I asked you when we were walking out. I saw your eyes, homie. No offense. You basically backpedaled what you said, and I said what I said. And the fact that you're fighting the guy coming up
there's
in
not
weight,
a lot of people who want any
Navarrete.
not too many.
The guy coming up in weight says everything I need to know. You do not want that smoke by El Vaquero. Shout out to Emmanuel Navarrete, because we've seen a lot of his fights from inside. But Oshaki Foster is taking on Stephen Fulton, and it's a fun fight.
Who you got in that fight, bro?
Oh, my goodness, bro. You know what's crazy? It's just going to be based off of what Fulton can bring coming up that way. If he can still have that dog and have that strength and freaking speed, we're in for a nice treat. But Oshaki Foster could fight, man. There's no denying that. I mean, the dude could fight. So Fulton needs to know that he needs to come game face. And
hey, Lady V just said she's gotta get ringside with us. Hey, absolutely, you have to get ringside. You have no clue what we're talking about until you make it down there. Yeah. It's amazing. Right? I there's nothing that I can tell you that can even compare to it. You get down there, you can feel the raw emotion. You actually can feel the vibe of the fighters as they're in there. We went to Oscar Valdez, Emmanuel Navarrete. We went to both. Both of the fights were down here, and we were ringside for both of them. And at the first fight, I could literally look in the ring, and I'm telling you, I could see fire coming out of Emmanuel Navarrete's nose. He was pissed off because there was Mexicans in there booing him and cheering for Oscar Valdez, who is also Mexican, but he's more Mexican American.
Yeah.
And it was hard to, as a Mexican, if you're a Mexican fighter and you see 10,000 Mexicans in there and they're not all cheering for you, it's hard for them to comprehend. And all it did for him that night was it pissed him off. We're sitting right there 20 feet away, and you see him. I started tapping Mr. LP, and Jerry's next to me on the other side. I'm tapping both of them. I'm like, look, and they mind you, they're going for Oscar,
Right.
so they're not seeing what I'm seeing at that point. And it was all in Spanish, so part of it is them also not comprehending the cultural part of it because they're more Mexican American.
Right.
I tend to be a little bit more paisa, so I could feel that kind of shit.
Was this the first fight or second fight?
The first fight. The second fight from the weigh-in, I could tell you. Listen, we could take one look at the fighter, and he knew what he was about to do to Oscar, which was kind of sad because we had to sit there and watch it.
Yes.
But from the weigh-in, he knew what
I'm
was
not
up.
even gonna lie to you guys. It actually brought tears to my eyes because
He was crying. I saw him.
Oscar Valdez is a very, very nice guy. He's a nice gentleman. He represents Nogales, Arizona. He's an Arizona cat who actually, by way of Mexico, of course, but nonetheless, though, to see an Arizona boxing head, a boxing fan get his ass annihilated. I'm sorry to even say it like that, Oscar, but my goodness, that was sad. And I was teary up.
I was teary-eyed for a different reason. I was teary-eyed in celebration of the same ass kicking he just said, because for me to witness it and have one of my favorite fighters come on like that, holy shit! Yes,
us, I told you so.
Yes, the whole stadium was picking against Navarrete in that fight, and you were just asking, what's my ratio on there? I always tell them I'm at an 80% ratio. They're the experts, but the clown, at the end of the day, can stand at the top of the mountain and laugh down from just throwing in the circus. You know what I mean? That's how he goes sometimes.
My ass, bro. You're 80% wrong. When you get it right, it's a shocker to all of us.
It's a shocker to all of them. You see that?
Calm down.
I usually walk out with a little bit more of this. It is what it is.
You did that night, didn't you?
I walk out many nights like that, bro.
Boveto, you should definitely join us on a fight. I mean, if you about that life, but I mean, obviously, we all have schedules and stuff, and we prioritize on what and where we want to go. I know you got a family, you do your thing, this and that, but boxing's our fucking life.
Yeah, I know.
We move shit around to make it happen. So you don't think that you're not invited. Like, you can't even make it to the station all sometime, right?
Yeah, my word.
Again, you know what I'm saying? You can't make it to all the vendor booth shows either. My point is this: we stay moving. Just sometimes, no offense, I don't want you to be disrespectful or call left down, because sometimes when we're like, oh shit, tickets go on sale this fucking Friday. Green light go. We just talked about it earlier off camera. My life is so chaotic. Sometimes I just forget. I'm like, oh fuck, my cousin wanted to go. Too bad we got the tickets already. It happens. So we're definitely gonna try to keep you in mind. Let you know we'll go on the next one for sure.
No, for sure. Because I don't mind, hanging out when I can. You know what I mean? That's the whole point. I'm a guest on your show. Therefore, I can't take over the whole boxing. I don't know that much about boxing.
For sure.
Hey, look, we love it anytime that the ladies can come ringside with us. My wife comes ringside a couple of times. I always have a blast with her. She actually says that's one of the deals that she actually does enjoy coming down. She prefers the smaller venue fights because when we sit ringside at the smaller venue fights, we actually interact with the fighters, right? So you'll see the fighter come out and actually go like that and interact with us and actually say what's up to us and come down afterwards, say what's up. She likes that personal interaction, and then being right there, you get a chance to see it. It's amazing. I can't really compare it to anything else. When we're at the fights, it's something different.
Yeah, I feel like everything's so much better live. You know what I mean? Anywhere, but I definitely. I've never seen a boxing match live.
You know, it's funny you say that, but although I absolutely agree, let me just share this here real quick. Us gentlemen, us, the LP circle / 4level boxing, whatever. Our group, we do a lot of things together. And, growing up as kids, we didn't have the budgets to get that ringside.
A long time ago.
We're talking a long time. But what I'm trying to say is, though, as we became young adults, young men, after that first ringside, I can't remember how long ago it was, but after my first experience ringside for a fight, I knew then and there, and as others, Ahmed, shout out to my homie Jerry too. We're like, from here on out, why the fuck will we go to a fight and not be ringside? I don't care if it's in Vegas, San Diego. Yeah, we trying to get the best seats that we possibly can,
Yeah.
and it's always a joy. When we're here locally, everyone in Arizona knows that Team 4luvofboxing will be in the house. If we don't got a booth set up, we got a table. If there's no table, we're there ringside.
Yeah.
And I love that shit. I really do. But that's 100%. My first experience. And again, you know what's crazy? I can't even remember where our first ringside fight was. That was a long time ago. I just really can't.
I think if you love something, money's not even an option. Look at when I've gone to.
Oh,
Louis,
it's an option.
No, I mean,
Trust me, it's an option.
Look, I went to Louis the Singer's concert. I've been to 6 concerts of his already. 2, I flew to Dallas and bought meet and greet tickets. They're not cheap. A flight's not cheap.
Yeah.
But I went, and I had the time of my life.
Prioritize it on what you do in life. Though.
I gotta support my husband. My future husband. Yeah. I support him.
But that's what I'm saying. So we got other friends within our circle too.
Yeah.
Shout out to my boy Emilio, which I'll be in Mexico, Rocky Point with him this weekend.
Actually, this week, happy birthday week to Emilio and the director Adam. Both of them have birthdays this week, and big happy birthday anniversaries to both of y'all. Guapo Damas giving you guys love. Yeah.
But my boy Emilio decided to jump on the plane and join us for a boxing trip in Texas. And at the end of it, he's like, "I love hanging out with you guys, bro. It was a really good time, but don't ever expect me to be joining you guys again for some boxing stuff. It's just way out of my budget, and I feel like I wasted my money because he's just not a fan like that.
Yeah.
And I get it. So if you give it a whirl and it's not your thing, understood. You still can come and hang out with us when you get a chance, right?
Yeah.
Just like my boy, he doesn't want to go to the fights, which I'm always there. However, I'm also always in Mexico, so I see him all the time out there. So it's all to the good. We find our medium. In regards to how we can
look for me, I'm an adrenaline entertainment junkie. So if you find it as entertainment for me, I'm gonna be there. I go to a lot of concerts, go to a lot of sporting events.
I just have to hustle and bustle and make the money to go. You know what I mean? As long as my bills are paid and I can hustle and bustle.
I just got to continue to convince the wife that I could go. That's my only thing. The money, hopefully, I got to try to make the money and have enough. But convincing the wife that I made enough money.
Let's circle this back in here real quick. We still got one more fight I want to address in this.
Wait. We still haven't picked the original fight there. You said Fondora, but what do you got? Fondora by a decision or knockout?
Fondora's going to stop him. I said easy work, bro. He's going to whip that ass. Keith Thurman does not have any answers. He doesn't.
So you're talking about a knockout in the first half of the fight or the second half of the fight?
Too big, too long, too strong.
The man doesn't want to give a prediction. Now you see that he's half predicting, but he's not doing it right.
It's
so Guapo Damas will tell you
stoppage.
Inferno in 3 rounds.
3? Oh, I'll think more like 6 or 7. But hey, I got you.
All right, we'll see how it plays out.
Okay.
All right. And listen, and then you said you got Fulton over Oshaki? No. I got Oshaki by split decision.
Yeah, I got Oshaki in a very close fight. Fulton, I think he's just kind of testing the waters. And he's going to, just kind of like Emmanuel Navarrete did. No matter how great you are, you have your max out point. Navarrete went up to, 135? He took an L, came back down to 130 to go ahead and run his thing. So that's all to the good. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, if Fulton can pull it off, great, because I hope it should be a fun fight, but I do expect to see Oshaki do this.
I don't mind, man. As long as it is a fun fight, we're good with it. And I mean, I don't have a problem with either man winning the fight. I just happen to think Oshaki is used to being at that weight a little bit more. It's going to be a little bit too big. That's it. What's the third fight on it, my man?
So the third fight, the one that I'm really excited about to see, because it's the AZ hometown homeboy from Casa Grande, Jesus El Mono Ramos.
Shout out to Mono Ramos.
October 25th, by the way. I'm sure it's going to be pay-per-view, you guys. But
Hey, Mono Ramos, just so you know, Guapo Damas' birthday is October 26th. All right, come on, bro. If you want to wish me a happy birthday, get that fucking fast knockout that day.
What we need to do is get him into the studio so we can have an interview before that fight.
Look, come down here to the studio, man. Hey, I know this guy pisses you off and you don't want to interact with him, but I promise you it'll still be a good interview.
But El Mono Ramos is going to be taking on a very familiar name. Very familiar name. Mosley's son. Sugar Shane Mosley.
Did you say Sugar Shame?
There's levels to this shit.
Oh,
They're not
shame.
even in the same atmosphere, bro.
So Mosley actually is fine at the celebrity theater a couple of times, you know. The kid can fight. He's got some skills, but he is definitely biting far more than he can chew. Ramos is at a whole different level, and it's a named fighter that he gets to fucking showcase on a pay-per-view card, and I expect nothing different than what he's been doing in that Shining, and Ramos is gonna beat the brakes off this dude, and I don't see it going past 4 rounds.
Man, it's gonna be tough, bro. Ramos is very gifted, and he's entered the prime of his career now, bro. Mosley's good too. There's just levels to this, man. And we're talking about, like I said, they're not in the same atmosphere, man. So it's gonna be work, bro. And Manuel Ramos gonna do his thing, bro. Man, that's a solid fight card that night, man. Like you said, the 25th. Man, they knew about it, man. Is that Turkey promoted event? Is it? If it is, I see you, Turkey, because you're doing it for Guapo Dom.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you, man.
If it's
Well,
not,
I'll
what
be
the
honest.
fuck, Turkey? Why are you not putting on a fucking
It's,
show for Guapo Damas?
What's the next fight that you're gonna have at your house, Mr. LP?
Yeah, you know what's crazy is I was actually looking at this one. This is
Lester?
pretty tempting.
Lester? Look. They
Oh,
know.
yeah,
They
yeah.
know why
Hold
I'm
on,
wearing
hold on.
it. They know why I'm fucking wearing it today.
Wait. No, I won't be because isn't Jerry planning on hosting the Bud Crawford Canelo fight?
To be perfectly honest, I will not be there to watch it live with you guys because I will have to work that night. I'm gonna be having to watch the replay, man.
Freaking hell,
It is what it is, man.
man.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous, bro.
It sure is, but when you're the boss, like you don't really have much of an
Oh,
option, bro. It is what it is. See, that's the thing. There is nobody to call. I don't have a person above me to call into. It's kind of a problem.
Well, and this is your priority. You gotta make your sacrifices on when you get yourself placed in and stuff, right?
Yeah, it
Well,
is, man.
see-
I actually, like,
Well,
to be
same
perfectly
for
honest,
myself.
I wanted to be there live, man. I wanted to be there live, and people know that I'm a Canelo fan. It had nothing to do with Canelo fighting. If you know what I'm wearing today, it's that flag, man. And Lester, Normandy, Martinez
Your hat too.
going to be doing. Yeah, you already know. I was already pointing to it earlier, right? But Lester, Normandy, Martinez is going to take Christian and Billy and wipe the fucking floor with him, man. I'm telling you.
It's a dangerous
If
fight,
he,
man.
if he can get out of 3 rounds.
That's a dangerous fight, and
For 3 rounds, I'm going to be like this. Every time Billy's throwing fucking haymakers, bro.
everyone in the boxing world is generating a buzz and excited about that one because both these men can fucking crack. They're both devastating punchers that bring the heat. It's gonna be a fun fight.
It is, man. Look, they're both heavy punchers. Like, even with a lot of people saying that, a lot of people, by a lot of people, I mean me, right? I told you when Lester came down and started working with Bomac and Crawford down there, I told you they're going to go for Canelo. And Mr. LP said, you're talking all this shit. You're a fucking clown, is what he said, right? Did that shit play out beautifully? I actually told him, look, they're going to go for Canelo. Martinez doesn't have the skill set that Canelo does, but Martinez does have pedigree as an amateur. So he has skill set. He's just not on that level yet, right? But he's got skill set, and he hits like a fucking mule. So they were trying to mimic, to see if Crawford could actually take that punch. And I think from sparring, he obviously could because they went for that fight right after that. I called that. They said I was tripping or I was high or smoking or something that day. I remember them saying it. I foresaw that. I also saw the Mbili fight, which is the second fight on that card.
Well, ironically, which I'm pretty sure you were high, but hey, it's counting.
Well, that's neither here nor there. But the whole point is that the prediction came on true. The second part of that prediction was I told him, listen, Lester Martinez is going to get in there with Christian and Billy because that's what makes sense. And to me, it makes sense because Christian and Billy is the heaviest puncher of that division. That's with Canelo in there, with Lester Martinez in there, with Munguia in there, with Shiraz in there, with a lot of people who throw bombs in that division. And Billy is the hardest puncher. But he has the problem, and this is one of the problems why I think Lester is actually going to win this fight, or why I think it goes, because people have Lester dead in the water right now. If I was to keep it real, they are pinpointing this fight as in Mbili being the next in line to fight Canelo. That's where they're going with it. Well, they're going to have sour grapes because I'm telling you, he has a pedigree, so he knows how to keep him off for those first 3 rounds. He's going to have to keep him off for those first 3 rounds.
Well,
After those first 3 rounds, oh my God, Lester's going to put it on him. Lester's a wonderful counterpuncher and brings very, very
Well, I
heavy
mean,
blows.
like you mentioned, he obviously comes from a pretty solid amateur pedigree, which is always a perk, right? Especially when you turn into the pro. Doesn't necessarily quantify his actual success, but it helps. What also helps is, as the saying goes, birds of feather flock together. He is in Nebraska building his freaking professional career with some of the baddest motherfuckers on the planet. Womack is a proven trained fighter, trainer for the fighters, and has a solid stable, group. He got Keyshawn Davis, hell of a fucking fighter. Of course, top 3 pound for pound elite, regarding whoever you talk to. Terrence Bud Crawford, and Lester's in there getting that work, getting that experience, and learning from some very talented men. These guys are putting him on game. He already has he already proved to Womack, for Womack to actually make it happen, bring him into the camp. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, and before Womack, he was being trained by Nacho Beristain. So, I mean, we're talking about heavy trainers.
Pedigree and shit. But now he's in here freaking working with some monsters. Both of them world champions, by the way. You know what I mean? Keyshawn and Bud Crawford. So
yeah,
it's just hard to even question the fact. It's just a matter of when. At this point, he will be a champion. 100%.
Man, I can't wait. These are fights that are going to be playing out for that last fight we just covered. There's going to be playing out soon. Like the first fights are in October. That's about a month, 2 months away. Let's just say, but we're 10 days away. We're 10 days, 15 days away from the Canelo throwdown, right? And that's that undercard, man. I'm telling you, for me, with Lester being on it and taking in Christian and Billy, has so much more to it. Man, 10 days away. By the time this airs, look, if you're watching, this is on a Tuesday, right? So when this airs, we're gonna be literally 10 days away from that fight taking place.
Yeah, exactly. What's the date of that fight, man?
The 13th.
My goodness.
Yeah, we're 13, 14, 15,
hell?
16, some days like that. But on Tuesday, when this airs, we will be officially 10 days away. I can't wait, man. Listen, send me your message, man. What do you want to say to people out here on a Tuesday as they tuning in and we're tapping out?
Hey, so, continuously freaking nothing but love and appreciation with all you guys, man. Never goes unnoticed regarding the love and support that we get. And I know I express this quite a bit, but you just have no idea, like this is what we do this for the love of boxing, but we're doing it. And I'm so fucking happy. I'm proud of us, the brand that we have grown over the years, and the fan base. And I mean that respectfully. We're just a couple of average fucking knuckleheads. You know what I'm saying? We just happen to have a hardcore passion regarding this lovely, great sport of boxing. And we got people that show love and support, and I really like that. But I do want to say real quick, because right now it's just been a very very, very busy last few weeks and stuff, and we always make it a point to make sure that we're here, even when we are, a soldier down. Big love to my brother Adam and stuff. He's still recovering from some medical matters and stuff. The director, a very important factor in regards to what we do. He's the man behind the cam. So continuing, speedy recovery, my guys, so we can get you up and growing again. But nothing but love. I just can't wait to see what else is going to prosper in regards to this journey with all you guys, every single one of you. Lady V, Guapo Damas, the whole team of LP and 4Love Boxing. Yes, I went ahead and I bundled it all up because it's all one of the same. We basically all put this all together. We all teamwork make the dream work. And as the motto goes, as I say it every time when we do our toast, I'll say it once and I'll say it always: success and nothing less. And for all you watching, y'all stay blessed, and then go for the same of you, success. Bottom of my heart, appreciate y'all.
Lady V, tap out.
I am super grateful for being a guest here on a Friday night. I'm truly blessed just being here, you guys. All your support, all your love, everybody out there. Adam, as Rob said, big part of making my dreams come true, making Rob's dreams come true. I'm just truly blessed, and I thank God every day for, having you guys a part of my life. So thanks for having me here. I love being here, and we'll see you guys on the next adventure. But make sure you turn into Vettel Circle.
Look, we're the blessed ones that have you down here helping us out, making our show better. You know what I mean? Miren, este mensaje es un mensaje personal. Este mensaje te va directo a ti, a vos, Lester Norman Martínez. Te estoy hablando a vos personalmente. Necesitamos que ganes, que traigas todo. En 10 días, man, le vas a representar a todo el mundo que Guatemala tiene boxeo. Vamos a conquistar nuestro primer título mundial. Tú vas a estar en lo que estamos encima. Para toda mi raza, les estoy hablando a todos ustedes. ¿Qué onda, mucha? Le tenemos que tirar apoyo a este vato. Vamos con todo. Guatemala si puede. Vamos a representar. I can't wait to see it, y'all. Real talk, man. Hold it down for everybody here in AZ. Continue to, support and represent with us. Find us at the shows. Buy me a beer, man. Guapo Damas wants to get a beer bottle. Yeah, man.
We some thirsty motherfuckers.
Hey, they was actually asking, right? What was the big deal of being staged? I mean, ringside, right? I can remember actually pinpointing it. We were in Tucson, and in Tucson, we were in the lines to get bruised, and we had people who were stopping, going, "Oh shit, 4luvofboxing guys, 4luvofboxing guys, let me buy you a beer." I didn't know you guys were gonna be here. If I would have known you guys were gonna be here, I would have prepared something to give you guys a statement. These are people down in Tucson that we had never met until that day, and then I find out, oh shit, we've been following you for 2 years. You know what I mean? That was a cool fucking interaction.
Yeah.
For me, if that day itself was the day I knew we made it, ESPN cut away to us that day, that made it so much even more special. So not only were
that trip,
that was that trip, we were in
red
Tucson.
shirts?
100%, man. What an amazing trip it was.
Oh, yeah.
What an amazing time it is to
How long
continue to
was
be
that?
down here, man.
16, 17?
2017. What an amazing time. I'll continue to get on this roller coaster, and we'll continue to put out great content for you guys. Man, 4luvofboxing Tuesday night premiere. Can't wait to see you next week.